My skin. Wow. This one is bittersweet. I can speak about my experience being a dark-skinned Rwandese woman growing up in Cape Town for hours. But for now, I simply want to reflect and give thanks. My complexion is something that has been a part of me from birth. It has nothing to do with the season I was born in or the harsh Cape Town sun. It is purely hereditary. My father is a light-skinned man, and my mother was exactly as dark as my older brother and I am. It is one of the most obvious features that we inherited from her. In my opinion, saying I look like my mother is the biggest compliment anyone could give me. If you had ever met my mother, you would know that she was the most radiant human being you would have ever met. On face value alone, she had the type of beauty that stuck with you forever. Her skin resembled the smoothest, softest charcoal. I remember after she would bath, my brother and I would run to her and stroke her skin, and she would joke that she was going to start charging us to touch her skin. When out shopping, she would be stopped in malls, inside supermarkets by strangers who would compliment her skin and ask her what products she was using. It was wonderful to watch. My mother moved gracefully. She had a captivating energy about her. Her smile was priceless and could cause a rock to soften. There isn't enough time to describe what a woman my mother was. My most valuable possessions were once hers, and I'm not simply talking about old photographs and items of clothing. I'm speaking about my true inheritance. I've battled with being so very dark-skinned for most of my life. I cannot blame myself. It was all conditioned in me through media and the prominent idea in black culture that being lighter-skinned, especially as a woman, is more attractive. It was only certain members of my family and other people that had come from other African countries that affirmed the beauty of my skin tone growing up. I was bullied for being dark for years in primary school, so much so that I had to go to counseling. In high school, I immediately adopted the label as class clown as a defense mechanism for this and other personal insecurities. I would much rather mock myself than feel the pain of being mocked by others. I honestly cannot believe what I allowed myself to believe. It didn't help when some of the women I looked up to, like some of my aunts, started using skin lightening creams. Imagine what that does to a vulnerable teenager. After a while, I had to confront the fact that I was dark and I wasn't going to get any lighter. Dark-skinned women have become fetishized in media, especially on social media outlets, and one can argue that this is a form of representation, and thus a step in the right direction. But when only one type of dark-skinned woman is being celebrated, is that really a positive thing? What about me? Am I not worthy to be celebrated? Dark-skinned women happen to be human too. Recognizing and accepting my humanness has been one of the biggest favors I've done myself. I can't love myself in every single moment, but I'm learning to always accept myself. See myself as human. Treat myself with the compassion and patience that I do my loved ones. Give myself all of the love and attention that the world deprived from me. Even with my hip tips, psoriasis, pimples, hyperpigmentation, I am still worthy, and I will always be.